Okay, and I think the bottom one. Oops. I sort of know. Yeah, that's the. So we could either do an 8-4. Let's just do the 8-4.
Sure.
If we lose immediately, we can
Do another
do
one.
a second 8-4. Welcome. We are doing a Born of the Gods, triple Born of the Gods draft, which is one of those. It's not actually a draft format, but it's a great way to get interactions with the new cards.
So really what it is, it's a chance to see a lot of the new cards.
Right.
It's just, yeah.
It doesn't exactly prepare you moving forward in that you also have to take those cards and fuse them with the much larger set of cards that were already there, but it does get you more aware, like they have 2 mana up and you attack into them and they play something and you're like, oh, right, I need to be thinking
that's
about.
a problem in this set.
Yeah. I have drafted it a couple times. One of the cards, there's a green card for instant for 1 green, where you get +X equal to your devotion to green.
Whoa.
So it can be a bad giant growth,
Right.
or exactly a giant growth, or
Way
+7/+7 for 1. And in the draft that I did, I saw it on all ends of it. But you really want to be, I mean, I was playing not quite mono green, but very close. If you don't, the danger is you might have like all white creatures and it's a +0/+0.
Sure. Well, you just have to, like, you could have a green enchantment, right? Your devotion is not determined just by creature.
Right, yeah. You just have to have green permanents.
So, all right. Well, I'm curious to see them. So, what is your opinion so far, John?
So far, I like it. I think in what I've played, because I have played one where it was a single pack of Born of the Gods and then 2 packs of Theros. I think it changed up some of the kind of more annoying archetypes. I was losing a lot to black-blue, and I'm not sure black-blue is as good anymore. Okay, this is a pretty good card. Removal, and leaves you with an additional, like, kind of ramp.
Right. That Minotaur might also be good next to it.
Right? And this, I think, is going to be better
when it's the full thing.
Yeah, when you can get.
But it's just
War Caller and all of that. But this Minotaur is not bad. I've played with that.
So what does Inspired do?
When you untap, you get the Inspired ability.
Huh. All right.
So a lot of them are completely ineffective. I'm just going to take this even. I mean, that would be a good splash even if we don't go black. A couple more that I don't really know. Okay. Whenever you cast a spell that targets hero of Lena Tower, you may pay X. If you do, put X +1/+1 counters on hero.
Huh.
That seems good. Channel creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is your devotion around. That's pretty good. Okay, this is another one of the cards that I've had some success with. It's like a better version of Time to Feed.
Right.
You can do it at instant speed and they don't hit you back. We picked a black card, but neither of the black cards here are that strong. I mean, at best it's a bear, and at worst it's much worse. And that one, I don't know, in a slower deck, I guess maybe would work.
So it really comes down to, I think, the hero or the fall.
Right. I'm going to take the hero. It's rare, so we're going to have less opportunity to play with it. And I would be interested to see whether or not it's.
That Gorgon might be worth taking. It's a little expensive, but creatures you control have death touch. Never hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
Ooh, and your opponents lose
Lose
Death
Death
Touch
Touch.
and can't gain it.
Yeah, if they have it. I'd be willing to try it. I'm interested by this card also. I wonder how often you have enough Devotion to Black to make it like a 3 casting cost 4 or 5.
Well, if you built your deck around that.
Hmm. And this thing's somewhat unblockable, just kind of depending on how you have it. Let's go with the Gorgon. I've
What does Grizzly Transformation do?
uh, draw a card and gives them Intimidate.
Oh, okay.
And this is not a bad bestow creature either. Okay, from here, Weight of the World is kind of removal.
Yeah.
This card, at least if you have enough enchantments that you're playing with, it's like a bear with an upside. I've heard good things about this creature. I've never played it, but apparently they lose one, you gain one.
Yeah.
Kind of starts adding up. This is search for 2 land, one goes on.
On the table, one goes
Yeah.
in your hand. Yeah.
No, that's not legendary. Probably Weight of the Underworld.
All right.
Ooh, okay. And there's 2 of them. This is kind of an interesting creature. The Inspired put +1/+1 on it. So when I played with it, the key for me was having either a pump spell or a removal spell or something to get the first attack or so through.
Sure.
And then it just became too large for them to deal with effectively. Tribute is another keyword. So it's either the creature enters with 3 +1/+1 counters on it,
Okay.
or you get the alternate thing. If tribute wasn't paid, you gain 4 life.
Okay. So does it increase the cost of the card by 3 as well?
No.
So it's just you say I want to pay. I am doing the tribute.
Yeah, you pay 5, and your opponent gets to choose which one.
Ah, okay. So it's your opponent's choosing. I was going to
Yes.
say.
I guess I'll
You kind of
probably.
wanted one, right?
Yeah. Kind of want to know how it worked, and I don't know if we'll pick up enough other cards to make it. This card is another one of the. It's like that Star-Charted Warrior. It's the 2/2 for 4. This one's a little heavier green. If we get Devotion to green, though, like that,
Yeah.
then that
Yeah.
would be a plus to it. Probably.
I think I like him better than another one of those mismatch or marsh mist titans.
Right. Still a little expensive. This guy's interesting. Like, he typically gets you a land, but
I think that we should take that.
I think we should take this.
No, the Black Oak of the Woods or whatever.
Okay. Here probably this Thunderous Might.
You could use it to tap down your guys that you're having trouble getting tapped that have Inspired.
You were right. And there are a lot of enchantments. Like every color has an enchantment where you can pay something and tap it just to trigger the Inspired. Here's another spell that does untap. So it is interesting to see how they've built it in. I'll take one of those. And player puts top 3 cards of his or her library into his graveyard.
Neat.
Well, bounce it pretty quick, but if we can get that mill deck going, and there's the red one, which is also not the best. There's a blue one where it's like target creature taps to draw a card or something.
Okay. That's pretty ridiculous.
Here it is. Yeah. Oh, scry one, then draw a card.
Nice.
Okay. Of the things here, pack one, we went green and black, and the green and black cards here are terrible. So this would be a possibility.
Sure. So
This
what is the claim of?
target player loses 2 life. If you have a controlling deck,
Sure.
it can kind of be the last bit of it. This card's pretty good. It's either a 5/5 flyer or a 3/3 with a couple 1/1s. This returns almost all creatures to the owner's hand. In a green deck, we probably are going to have some power, like playing this on this guy makes him up to a 3/3.
Sure.
That might be the way to go.
Okay.
Because I could see, ooh, especially with Second Blood here. 2 damage to creature. The creature dies, deals 3 damage to controller. This thing is like lure.
Mm-hmm.
This makes them indestructible. This gives them first strike. So we do have some things that kind of trigger.
There's another one of those
some of the
Cetessan heroic guys.
Yeah.
Whatever that War Chant Minotaur or whatever it is. The
Oh,
black
yeah,
one right
that's
there.
So you can start giving it self-intimidate if you can get it through attacking through once. Destroy target untapped creature. Unfortunately, there's so many ways to tap creatures. I think I'm going to go with Searing Blood. I think maybe red's going to be a little open. And this card's pretty huge. Deals 3 damage to each of 2 target creatures.
Nice.
So, is that better than... Probably better than the snake and the wolf. This one, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It gains indestructible. It's your turn.
Expensive, though.
But it's expensive. This is expensive also, but at least you're normally killing 2 creatures with it. Okay, a couple more creatures that I've wondered about. That one, they discard cards. This thing is bestow when you attack.
Right.
They just automatically lose 2 life.
It's cheap.
Yeah. That would be a pretty good thing to put on one of our heroic creatures. Maybe we're going 3 color.
Yay.
Yep. That's always a wise choice. There's the aspect of Hydra.
Right.
Now we're not huge monocolor. This one destroys an aura when it comes in. We could take another removal.
No, you can never really have too much removal, so...
Yeah, that's probably the route to go. And maybe another Thunderous Might. We're not going to have a whole lot of red to go off of, though. This, I think, would be good. I don't know if no one plays green-white. Putting on a bunch of counters. Nullify is a pretty good counter spell.
Yeah.
I think we'll play that or that. Could play that if we're playing 3 colors.
Yeah. It's a draw card.
Yeah. Draw X cards and you lose X life, where X is your devotion to black. Okay.
Eye Gouge is awesome.
Yes. guess I'll take this. I don't think I'd ever play that.
He won one Trampler, John.
Take the equipment, the bad equipment. Okay, that guy tabled.
Cool.
That's respectable, and actually I wouldn't mind having that spell either, but take that, take Necrobite. I'm gonna take this just because it pisses me off when other people play it. Aspect of Hydra made it back. There's a 2 green casting cost 3/2 creature also. So if you can get like those and these guys, you can get your devotion to green up
Pretty quick, sure.
But I'm not seeing those. Right now it doesn't appear that our devotion to black is going to be anywhere near what we would want to be able to get that. Okay. Shrike Harpy. Tribute wasn't paid. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. That's pretty good. The other possibility, this turns into
Yeah, man, though.
yeah. All it really is going to be is like a chromatic, like tap and get 1 mana of any color.
Yeah, it really.
But there are a lot of things where you have to pay 3 to tap to get 1. It might be good in this deck since we're thinking about going
Now,
3
as
colors.
I read how it works, sure, go ahead.
And I don't think we're passing on too much. This could be. This I don't know. I mean, it's a 2/1 on its own and has a upside. I'll take that. It's the rare, and we'll see how it works. Okay. This one could be interesting. I haven't played it yet, like in a deck where it actually
Worked?
yeah, it had green and black, but it's a giant spider with an upside.
Sure.
We could take this, we could take this, but I think we're going to be vulnerable to flyers.
Yeah.
So we'll try it. This card's weird.
Cast a spell, you may exchange control of Perplexing Chimera and that spell. If you do, you may choose new targets for the spell. Whoa, so it's like a counter spell that just sits there on the table.
Right. You put it out and just wait, and then when they do something that
you really don't want them to have, you say, this is going to stop that.
Yep, we'll switch now. Maybe this, it gives us something that we don't have. In fact, we don't have. Or this is a trigger. Get another one of those guys. I kind of think this. Like,
all right.
If we're in a stall, if we're able to play it and they don't kill it, we can attack
run through.
and force them to block that and get everyone else through. What's this thing? So it's either a 5/5 trampoline haste or a 8/8
trampler.
That's pretty good. Seems like a good top end. This guy's pretty good too. He's either a 3/3 or with 5.
Or he does 5 points of damage, yeah.
Yeah, or 5/5. I'll try that.
Thunder Brute.
This thing can't be blocked unless all creatures defending player controls block it. Has hexproof unless it's attacking or defending.
Huh.
I'm not sure what our devotion to green will be, whether I'd be better off with this.
The indestructible is pretty sweet. You know, okay, I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Aspect of Hydra, even if it's a 0, would set off the Cetessan guy.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it still sets off the heroic effects.
Right.
And there's a very good chance that it's higher than 1.
Here's another way to give Death Touch. We can get one of those. Siren.
So with this logic, should we take that Cetessan at the end there?
To get a
Just
third?
have another one?
Yeah, probably. The Thunderous Might, if we do end up running it, would be a way to trigger
Him as well?
him as well, yeah. Oh, here's... That probably is what we want. I wouldn't mind that just because it would trigger the heroic, but I
A
would
3/2 for 2 is pretty sweet.
Yep, and to build up our devotion to green. What?
Grizzly Tornado.
I'll take another one. Oh, okay. So do we go, are we all in on the aspect of Hydra, or do we diversify? I think we're all in on aspect.
We have a lot of green at this point that's pretty high.
Yeah. Early in the curve, I'll take the junk rare. And now we're at 3. I think I might rather have another.
No. Do it.
Well,
Do it.
the problem with having too many heroics is
Yeah,
that
I know.
if we don't have something to target it,
He's just a 1/1.
yeah, he's a 1/1 for 3.
More devotion to green.
So we're a green deck, and then we have to decide whether we're 3-color or whether we go green red or green black. Good thing about this also is, like, if we play this on this person, it's only taking up 1 of our mana. So however much else we have,
Sure, we can just dump into it and make her huge.
Yep. Maybe on these guys. Definitely want that. Want that. Those guys and that. This, that. Okay, so from black, oops, the cards that I would want to play for sure. So maybe. Absolutely would want that and that, that. Maybe. And then not that. And from red, these guys would be kind of maybes. If we don't have much else, they're not that good. Follow the hammer. Syrian blood, if we're not too, like, double red could be hard to come by. So that would be a maybe. I would want the pinnacle. Probably want the Thunder Brute. And this.
How do you feel about it, John?
I think if we run 2 of these guys, knowing that we may well be pitching something good into our graveyard,
right?
We have a pretty good chance of drawing out some extra land and digging a little bit deeper.
Okay.
Which can fix
some of that.
Yeah. We have this to help fix that.
All right.
And if we, yeah, I'd probably go with 1 extra red, but 10 forests. I mean, we should be able to hit
Sure.
these drops.
Well, we'll see how it works.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see how some of these cards play out. And the Weight of the Underworld is a perfect example of a card which it will be interesting to see how it plays here, and then we'll have to completely reevaluate it
Sure.
when you're playing against Theros also to know how many threats it actually answers.
Sure. All right. Well,
We'll see
we'll see
you.
how it works.
Yep.